Good afternoon. Today is the 14th of July and this is part 5 of a slightly shambolic shuffle around the 2024 BMC and Leyland show at the British Motor Museum here at Gaydon in Warwickshire. I do apologise in advance if I fall over, if I get things wrong, if there's wind noise. I'm afraid that's just the way that it goes on this channel. So you've come right to the other end of the site from where I am parked, and I'm delighted to say that we've come into the Triumph Acclaim area. I love Triumph Acclaims. My mother's next door neighbour, who recently passed away, actually had an Acclaim when I was growing up. It was a 1983 model, and this is the rarest Acclaim of them all, with one exception. This is an Avon Acclaim. Avon actually also made a turbo version, but this is the standard Avon. It's got a leather interior, it's got wood bits on the dash, it's extraordinary. This is based on the CD model, so it's just got the standard 1.3 engine, 8283 on a Y. Absolutely amazing. The Avons are exceptionally rare cars, even more so the turbo. Very sort of 1980s vinyl roof on that. I'm really pleased to see that. Absolute and utter joy. Next to it we've got 83, 84 Acclaim here that's been modified to look a bit more like the Honda Ballard that actually this was based on. Built at Cowley, but based on a sort of the Ballard, which was a saloon version of the Civic at the time. But that's had a lot of modifications done. This one is an HLS. Again, it's got a vinyl roof. I'm not quite sure whether it's like a dealer option. You could have a vinyl roof. I've not seen too many Acclaims with them. Obviously, the Avons are different from all the others anyway. This is an HLS. This has got the Triomatic or Honda-matic gearbox in it. It's a 3-speed. 8283 on a Y. Ooh, this is a luxurious one. We've got electric windows in this. There's again a Triomatic. Probably a CD model actually with those bits in there. Quite a late one, finished production in 1984, 83, 84 on an A. Yeah, is also a CD. And then we've got this one here, which I think is one of the most popular Acclaims I've ever seen. It's also showed this one goes to another Acclaim CD with the automatic Triomatic gearbox. The later ones are very slightly different from the earlier ones, although there's not a huge amount of difference really. Wonderful. Now we'll go on to a section that I suspect we're going to be in for quite some time, because this is the 60th anniversary year of the Land Crab, and there's a lot of Land Crabs here. There's absolutely loads. Start off with this Wolseley 1885 automatic from 1967. Umbrella handbrake. I have driven a Land Crab. It was a 68 Austin 800 Mark II. I don't think that's here today though, sadly. Wolseley was a bit higher than the Austin and Morris versions. Another Wolseley one here, 69 to 71H. That's a Mark II, although not a lot of difference at the front end between a Mark I and Mark II, unlike on the Morris and Austin versions. Lots and lots and lots of space. The hydroelastic ride is a bit harder than you'd imagine. That has the S on it, so I imagine it's got a bit more power. Wolseley 6, 1973, with the 2.2 straight 6 transverse engine. There we go, also used in the Princess. Mark III, this one, Morris and Austin 1800s. As you can see, there's virtually no difference between them by this time. There's not a lot of difference. And can you get them for sensible second-hand classics money? Yes, this one is 3995 or very near offer. Call 07941 969 160. Yeah, so very, very few differences between the Austin and Morris badged ones at this time. This one is an automatic one. If you look at the gear lever actually up there. One thing you don't want is fixed seat belts, because they're fun to... Sorry, it's an Austin one. I do apologise, there's so little difference between them. It just, you know, again, the steering wheel's a little cross on it. They just didn't bother even making by that stage separate Austin and Morris steering wheels. Right, we'll go round this way and have a look at this Wolseley over here. 1970 to 1971. I believe this will just be the B series, won't it? Nice interior, isn't it? No rev counter, unfortunately, but lots and lots and lots more stuff in there than you get on the Austin and Morris versions. Alex Issigonis wasn't a man really into luxury particularly, so that's a Mark II with rear wiper, which is superb. But like on a Mini, you could get a rear wiper if you really wanted one. Another Wolseley 1885 here. Again, it's an Auto one, gill lever on the dash. Wolseley 6, 1972-73 on an L. They came out on a K plate. Very nice looking one, this, isn't it? Lovely. Mark II, judging by that grille. 1970-71 on a J. It's comparison with the Wolseley. You can see sort of in here just how kind of austere and basic these sort of were. It's just because, well, I guess the owners didn't really think you needed much in the way of luxury in a car. It's fortunate you needed bare essentials, nothing more. A couple of ex-works cars here. This one is a 70 or 71 on the J. This one is it's even better condition than the other one, actually. This one there. Very, very nice. I was on a G, so 68, 69. Is this a really early one or something? Yeah, it is a 67. So on the back of this, you can see the rear end is completely different from the later ones. The rear wings are completely different. The lights are down there for some reason. Presumably this is a row of early ones. Another 67 Austin 1800, same colour. Is that a vinyl or leather interior? I imagine it's a vinyl interior actually, as you know, it's not the most luxurious trim level. Only 55, so quite an early one, this one. This is absolute concourse, isn't it? It's beautiful. And here's the really early one, but it's the earliest surviving land crab. I think this was probably registered in sort of, it's registered on 1964, this one. I thought it was 63, but 64. Yeah, weird sort of ignition switch in that. Very weird. 531 NOF, there you go. They sort of put all of the early ones together, haven't they? So you can look at all of them when we go through the later ones. Another Austin 1800. Well, there are too many modest ones. They're all Austins, these early ones. That one's a 66. Another Austin. 68. Sorry, 67, 68. Again, we'll have a look at the very basic, almost full width interior in here. There's not much adornment really at all. This one here is at 68 and it's one of the very last of the Mark 1s. It just has some work done to it. A bit faster than usual. Can't remember the brake horsepower of it now. It's been a while since I drove one. I did look it up at the time, but I've driven so many cars since then, but I can't always remember everything. 69 to 70, Wolseley 1885. Again, an automatic one. Could have actually told that myself by just looking at the back of it. You see that the rear end of this one is completely different from the Mark 1s. 67, 68, Morris 1800. The grille will be quite different on this from the Austin ones. And there we go, here's a Mark II Morris 1800. So much space in a relatively small car. That's just a remarkable thing about these. They're all about space efficiency and comfort rather than the last word in sort of performance. 72, 73. This one is still a 71, 72. Sorry. This is still a Mark II. I think the Mark IIIs came out 72. Austin, then yeah, here's a Mark III. 72, 73 in that lime flower. This one is. It's also got a lime flower interior as well. It's lime flower over lime flower, like the 72 Maxi that I drove in 2022. Next we've got Morris 1800S Mark II police car, 6970 on an H. I imagine you'll need the extra power in one of these because the standard ones, they're not that fast. That never was about speed, really, was it? Naught to 60 times 16.3 seconds. Yeah. Here's another S model. Seen this at many shows before, actually, this particular one. Got a couple of bears in the back there as well. Mark II 800S as well. Morris 2200. Let's look at the front and see if this is a Mark III. Highly likely. Yeah, I'd say so. Late Mark III here, Morris 1800, 74, 75. The very, very last ones of these registered in 1975, so right at the end. I think this is a Test Play Motor Enthusiast car, actually. This one, 72 Wolseley 6 with Rover SD1 wheels on it. I forget the name of this colour, is it? Is this lime flower as well? I think it's actually Harvest Gold or something like that. But yeah. Next, another Morris Austin 1800. Sorry. They just look so similar towards the end. You can hardly tell them apart from the badges. Again, this would be a Mark III, 72. Go to the next row here. Wolseley 6, 72, 73. Yeah, again, it's not lime flower, is it? It's different. It's sand glow. Get confused. 1974 Wolseley 6. 110 horsepower. 110 horsepower. The most powerful ones of all were 110. '71, '72 Morris 1800 Mark II. I'm amazed how many land crabs they've managed to find to get here. I think they will aim for 60 because of the 60th anniversary. 70 to 71 Morris 1800 Mark II. Good old umbrella handbrake. It's quite difficult if you're wearing a fixed seatbelt to put the handbrake on and off, actually. And of course many of these do have fixed seatbelts, which are the bane of my existence when I'm driving a lot of cars. This one is the 1885 with the S engine, a bit more power. It's on a rev counter. Not even on the 3 litres did you get a rev counter, actually. Ooh, very late one, 74, 75 on an N. Next to this 1966 early Morris 1800. I like the colour of this interior, that's very nice. I mean, someone's actually fitted an aftermarket rev counter, which is what I would do if I had a car like this. I'd put an aftermarket one in because it's quite nice to know what's happening. 1968, 1969 Wolseley 1885 auto. '69-70 Wolseley 1885 auto. Have a look at that decadent wood dash. More Wolseley action. Yeah, the switch is always, for me, in a really weird place on these cars. very early 72 Wolseley 6. Another Wolseley 6 with a stretch in it. Oh wow, look at this. I've never seen one of these before. It's crazy. It's like a wedding car or something. An unusual choice to be stretched, but there we go. One of the latest ones as well, 74, 75. Can't remember the name of this lovely purple colour. That is rather nice. Right, the Forbidden Fuel Transit will be skipping past quickly. And getting onto this Wolseley 1885 from the Netherlands. Amazing. I was talking with my lady wife the other day, and she was amazed that MG actually sold cars on the continent, but they do, and they did, and so did Wolseley and Austin and Morris and all sorts of other brands. Here we go. Another one from the continent here. 1965 Austin Balanza 1800. Balanza. I have never heard of what that designation means, but there we go. Excellent. Paint looks very original. Another one, yeah, 2200 here. That's from Netherlands too, a whole group of them. And this one's from Belgium. Wow. Nice comfy ride all the way from Belgium. It's so weird seeing the steering wheel on the side of me. I've never seen left-hand drive ones of these before. There's loads of them here. Wow. This one's a Morris 1800. Very late Austin 1800 Mark III. 74, 75 on an N. So in contrast, we've got one of the first ones there, the Mark 1, and then there's a Mark 3. Excellent. Right, let's go into this section now. 2002, 2003 MG ZS 180. I must have a go in one of these actually. I've driven a Mark 2. I must have a go in a Mark 1. That'll be fun if I can do that. And then look, probably one of my favourite cars of this entire show, 1969 Riley 1300 Kestrel. In my opinion, one of the best two variants of the AD016. This is one of the very last of them. The Riley brand was discontinued in 1969, and so this will be one of the very, very last ones. It's a shame really, Riley made some good cars. Ooh, an AD016 convertible. What's this? By Jensen. I've never seen one of these before. I didn't even know they existed. That's crazy. Look at this. Isn't that just fabulous? Wow. It's great. We've got 1974 Maxi 1750. Teal blue autumn leaf interior. What's going on with these weird sort of head restraints? That's interesting, isn't it? Oh, yeah. That's in lovely condition. Maxis aren't even that expensive actually. Buy one for under £5,000 easily. Morris 1300 Traveller. I think this is a Mark III. It's on the sort of cusp between them. Get a nice colour, that one. And then an Allegro LE Special 1978. There's the super cover letter from when the car was new. Excellent. Vinyl roof and other refinements. So now go on to this row here. 172 MGB GT with the road style wheels on it. Actually, 71, that one. And then 1975 Austin Apaches. There's two Austin Apaches here. There's actually two of them. Crazy. Look at all these cars for sale on there. For me though, I'd prefer to have the Apache because it looks like a lot of fun. Fantastic. They're both here today. And then an Austin Victoria, which was the crazy. This is the Spanish version of the Austin Apache. It was built, I think, in a factory that now makes Seats from memory. Yeah, in Pamplona. It's crazy, isn't it? Look at that. And the front end looks even better actually than the Apache. Brilliant. And then we've got a 1966 Austin Mini Cooper S, and then an Allegro 3, the 7980. This on a V. The Series 3 was launched towards the end of '79. Then another Radio 16 Mark II Austin. See exactly what model this is by looking at the back. Say 1300. The Allegro, I don't know. Well, I know it's a Series 3. So, continuation MGTF. This one was made under Nanjing Automotive at Longbridge, 2009-2010. They have the N series engine in them, not the K series, the N series, which is the K series. Were made from 2008 to 2011. Then Mini here, I can't remember what mark this is. Maybe a 4, perhaps. It's a Mini 1000, so 7576 on a P. The Arden MG Club have a stand here. It's a local club to this area. Gosh, it's a steep hill. Ted the Z, 2005 MG ZR 160. That looks remarkably straight actually. There's no usual rust bits on that one. Very good. Oh gosh, you've got beach like that. MGTF Spark 2004 to 5. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that myself, but there we go. Oh, gosh, Trophy Blue, I think the name of that colour is actually. We have an older here selection of MGBs. This one's actually got a heritage certificate on it, so we can have a look at the exact year. This is a 67, this one. Exterior originally pale primrose yellow, it's now red. They've got the early steering wheel in this one, which is a very handsome steering wheel, isn't it? Very handsome indeed. Contrasting with this very late one, 80 to 81 registration. Production finished at Abingdon, of course, in 1980 when the factory closed. I don't know if that's one of the limited edition final ones, but it's certainly a late one. And then a bit older, this one, 172 on a K. I think this is just after the Fishmouth grill. Yeah, 72 this one. Originally a GT, rebuilt on a Roadster Heritage shell, so it's been reshelled. Yeah, you can get a complete shell from MGB if you want one. 1960 Morris Mini Minor Deluxe. It's a very early Mini from the first year of production, really. Production started, I think, sort of spring, summer of '59. Called the Mini Minor until 1961. Ooh, this is a fancy MGF, isn't it? Be about 2000. It's probably a special edition one or a special order one, certainly, because like one I'm driving today, you didn't get sort of most of them with this nice interior in them. It's a very nice interior. MGB with rear wiper and a V8 engine. 75, 76 on a P. So if this is an original V8, it would be one of the last ones. Because I think they finished in 76 they did. 68, 69, thank you very much, 68 MGB Roadster with got the nice early steering wheel in it. Lovely. 2003 to 4 MGTF. That's what the sort of standard interior ones look like. I have driven a couple of them. Even like the 1.6 is alright in these actually. Well, you don't have like a sticky throttle pedal. 1970 to 71 MGB. Downton cylinder head in it. So this is going to be a bit faster than usual. Oh, there we go. University Motors Special. Excellent. Bodywork and cosmetic modifications. I haven't got time to read all that because I've got to keep going, but look at the front of that. Oh my gosh. Is that an improvement or not? Answer the comment section below. 2004 MGTF, I think that might be sort of 115 actually, that one. possibly. Contrast to this very, very early MGF, this would be one of the very first, so definitely a Mark 1, 1995, 1996. On an N. And then we've got a Mark II here. Mark IIs came out in 99 and they were made till early 2002. MGA Coupe. Just a sort of, I think, a standard 1500, this one. Gosh, there's quite a few chairs around here. I think I better just walk this way so I don't knock all the chairs over. That's probably a good idea, isn't it? And don't fall over. Yeah, just a standard one. Old English white, I think the name of that colour is. Yeah, this way. It's better go this way. MGZB Magnet. Obviously the larger rear window, I think, which came out in 1956. As opposed to the ZA with the smaller window. Very, very shiny. Then Rub Up a Midget. Someone's still left them on, which is something I approve of. Just leave them alone. 1976, 1977, that one. With extra wood and an overdrive gearbox off the Triumph Spitfire or something like that, because it's got a Spitfire engine in it. And then an MG, let's look at the year of this and we'll try to guess what the engine size is. 1964, be an MG 1100 actually, that. Right, let's go to the next section. Got the Jaguar I-Pace E-Trophy thing here, next to 2004 MG TF. Another TF with interesting grille on it. What's an LE 500? Okay, this is one of the continuation cars then. With the N series engine, it'd be about like 2009 or something like that. Very slightly different on the interior from the earlier ones. Very slightly different. Oh, it's a 160. It's a VVC. Excellent. Yeah, you've got different dials. You've got different heater controls and air conditioning. It's quite a rare option on the normal Western TFs. Didn't sell very well though. I wonder why. It's because, well, you could pick up a used TF at the time in sort of 2009 for, I don't know, £5 or less. Mark 1 Morris Mini Cooper S, probably X Works, I should think. And this enormous big transporter thing, absolutely vast. Wow. Look at that. I'll even get it in the frame. Right, let's go on to the Daimlers here. Some very nice old Daimlers, mainly from the 50s and 60s, I think. 1955 Daimler Conquest Drophead Coupe. Conquest, I think the price originally for the Conquest Saloon was $10.66. Great joke. 1964 Daimler SP250 Dart, one of the last ones. There we go, there's the engine. There's Edward Turner designed engine, of course. Fiberglass body, very complex car to build, I would imagine, back in the day, under the BUSA ownership, and then Jaguar bought the company in 1960, and gradually they sort of realised the Dart wasn't something they wanted to build, because they always wanted the E-Type, so that's why it disappeared. That I think is something even earlier than that Conquest. This is 66, they call it the Daimler V8 2.5 litre saloon, I think. The later ones, which was called a V8 250. I do like these Daimler versions actually, so much more sort of luxury and other exciting things. Another Dart or SP250. Very nice. Right, I think that's it for part 5. We'll see if we can complete this last section in the final part, but never know, do you? Right, thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment below, and we shall see you again very soon for some more incorrect information.